What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Super hot day here and the sun is just blasting straight into the camera, so I don't know how good of a quality this is going to be, but the range is finally empty for the first time in weeks. So I brought the PXG driver out, the 0311, turned it down to 6 degrees, the lowest possible setting. I want to see how low spinning this head is and how low I can launch it and how low I can keep the peak height. So my ideal height, I want to hit this club for an in-to-win situation. So I want to keep this thing, I'd say, under 130 feet in the air. I want to have spin loft around under 7 and backspin ideally hovering the 2000 but sub 2000. I am hitting range balls, so it's hard to know exactly what that's going to translate to on the Bridgestone E9. But let's give it a couple swings and give first impressions, first thoughts. That's so high. Not ideal.
Spin loft is 2.7 degrees.
So spin loft is where I want it, but
Ready.
I'm guessing backspin was super high. Yeah, 3000. Okay, I did just come off of a speed session. I hit like 150 balls and it's almost 100 degrees Fahrenheit out here, so I am beat. But empty range, so thought we may as well film the first impressions of the PXG. That's a bit better. A little pull draw.
Spin loft is 9.7 degrees.
So spin loft came up a hair, but we're down at 2000 spin, which is good to see.
Ready.
And what was, says it only carried 265. That's not right. And the total height is 78. That's not right either. It was around 100. Oh, that's a monster bee. Wow. Oh, that's crazy if the camera picked that up. I wonder if that buzzing got on the mic. That thing was massive. Bees built different around here. That is a little toey, but exactly the shot I'd want. I'm not going to look at the camera.
Spin loft is 8.3 degrees.
I think flight scope has been inaccurate lately. That was no way that was over 2200 RPM of spin, and it was about 120 feet in the air. Let's check the numbers. It picked it up at 3650, no shot, and 150 feet in the air, also a little off. So I've noticed lately flight scope has just got, I don't know what's going on with their numbers. I don't know what I can trust anymore. I think their speed parameters are dialed, so like your club speed, ball speed, that's good. Oh, now the iPad is overheating. All right, we got the flight scope back up and running, got some shade going. My camera cut out, I don't know at what point because it overheated as well, but that'll just happen when it's 90 something degrees out. So yeah, okay, let's restart. Mitsubishi Tensi AV65 white shaft. Pretty stiff, so should be low launch, low spin. That's not it.
Spin loft is 4.5 degrees.
It's kind of the same thing.
Spin loft is 3.6 degrees.
Spin loft is right where
Ready.
I want it, but it just doesn't feel as hot off the face as some of the other drivers on the market right now. But it is half the price, and I will keep going back to that. That felt really solid. It's one of the better ones I've hit with this club.
Spin loft is 5.8 degrees.
So,
Ready.
so that the iPad doesn't overheat, it's sitting in the cart, so I can't really go look at the numbers at the moment. There we go. 130 feet
Spin loft
maybe?
is 5.1 degree. Ready.
And so it's kind of interesting when I hit the PXG driver and center it up. Still don't get the ball speed as the other ones. It's too high. Too high again.
Spin loft is 8.2 degrees. Ready.
So my goal was essentially to leave the same tee height, keep the same swing, and be able to hit it lower. That's what I can do with the XR16, but apparently not with this. Right in the eye. Right in the eye. That's low and toey.
Spin loft is 7.3 degrees.
I mean, I missed
Ready.
that so toey, and it still ended up going pretty straight. So, I mean, it is a forgiving head. I will give it that. But it's not really solving the gap that I currently have in my drivers, because I can miss this equally as bad as I miss the Callaway. So it doesn't really solve anything for me. It's not all that low launching, and it's not all that low spinning. I mean, I piped that. Again, I'm not cresting 130.
Spin loft is 5.2 degrees.
Yeah, so even when I center it up what feels like perfectly, I'm only getting a smash factor of like 146. I think the other one was right around there too. Whereas when I center up another club, it just transfers better, I find. Like this thing, I'm just not getting the ball speed generation from, and it's not giving me the low spin and low launch that I need. So overall, it's a good driver for most people. It's just not really filling the void for what I bought it for. I don't know if I can hit it any better than that.
Spin loft is 4.1 degree.
Again, centered it up really well. Like I feel like I hit that solid, and I've hit enough drivers to know when I catch one, and it's only a 145 smash and not even 190 ball speed. So again, it's a forgiving head. It's okay. It does the job, but it's not really equipped or not meant for world long drive, evidently. So let's give it a few more shots here and we'll give you our final thoughts. Little heely, little heel spinner.
Spin loft is 4.4 degrees. Ready.
Yeah, it's just a high, big flare job. So again, it's straight, it's forgiving
Spin
enough.
loft is 6.8 degrees.
Yeah, so it said that spun over 4,000 RPM. Now I know we're hitting range balls, but you just can't have a miss at over 4,000 RPM. Like the Paradigm, the TSR4, the Stealth 2, the Aerojet, none of those drivers would spin that high on a miss, and this thing does. So final thoughts on the PXG 0311. If you have like a 7-year-old driver or older, this will be an improvement. You will notice a gain and you will like this driver. If you have a 3-year-old driver, I don't think it's worth the change. Or if you're a stats junkie, you want the lowest possible spinning head, you want the most ball speed, you want the workability, this driver just isn't really for you. That's not what it's catered to. Now I picked it up because it's half the price as most of the drivers on the market. So if you're just an average golfer, or even if you're slightly better than average and you just don't want to spend $800, it is a good driver. Like, it's forgiving enough, it hits the ball well enough. It's just, it didn't fill the void for what I needed it to do. Like I said, I have the Callaway XR16 long drive head, so that's a 5 degree. I can turn that down to a 3. So that'll be my low launch, low spinning head that I have right now. This just didn't cut it. So for a daily driver, if you will, or for my go-to for a round of golf, I am going to either get fit into the Callaway Paradigm or the Titleist TSR 4. So drop a comment down below which one you think I should get, and let me know your thoughts of the PXG 0311. Do you have one? Will you get one after watching this? Like I said, I think a lot of people will benefit from it, but there's a lot of people that need something in that $800 price range. So let me know your thoughts. This thing's going to go up on Marketplace. It's going for sale. Let me know if you want it. Until next time, have a good one.